So a few years ago, my mom, she uh, she wanted to get me a sports jacket, something to wear to church, and she called me up. She said, "Jeffrey, I want to get you a sports jacket for your birthday, and I want to take you to the store and get you one." So I said, "Well, okay, that's fine. We can go hit the Goodwill over there in the East End. It's a nicer area. We can grab a nice brown tweed, and I'll have that because mine's I've outgrown it or I've worn it out or whatever it was." She said, "No, no, no. I wanna I want to take you somewhere to nice. I want to go to the mall. I want to go to the Dillard's department store, and I want to get you a nice jacket." I, Paying full price offends me. I don't like that. That's not me. But I wasn't going to argue with her much. I tried not to, but it didn't work. She still had to go. So we went to the mall. And at the mall, I was looking around. I couldn't find a tweed. And she said, "Tweed's not in. I don't want to get you a tweed." Well, okay, but a tweed is what I wanted. She said, "No, I don't want to get you a tweed." She said, "Here, look at this. Let's look at this this light blue sports jacket here. Not my thing. I'm not, light blue is not me. The jacket really wasn't me, but I had places to go and things to do, and wasn't my money, so I said, okay, that's fine, but the sleeves are too long, it doesn't fit." She said, "Well, you can just take that down to the dry cleaner and get it adjusted, get it hemmed in." Well, I live 45 minutes away from any dry cleaner, so that's not a great that's not a great plan, but fine if it gets me out of the mall and out of the department store. And so we get it, and she said, "I want to get you a pair of shorts too." And I thought, oh, okay, now this works out because I just ruined a pair of my heavy denim cargo camo shorts out working in the yard, and I needed a new pair of shorts. While I would much rather go to Goodwill and get, two or three pairs for the same price that she was going to pay, I would allow her to do that so that I could have something that I could actually use and would be what I wanted. And so I said, "Yeah, okay, that's fine." So I'd like to get, some denim cargo shorts, probably camo, so they don't show dirt. She said, "I don't want to get you that. I want to get you some nice shorts." I don't have anywhere to wear nice shorts. I don't have any need for nice shorts. Why would you get me nice shorts? And she said, "Well, I want to get you some nice shorts." So here we are, 5, 6 years later. I have a light blue jacket in my closet that has sleeves that go down to my fingertips, and a nice pair of shorts that are too flimsy to wear out doing the things that I do, working in the yard, wearing shorts. And what, I'm not, you can say, well, hey, you're just being a spoiled brat. You're being ungrateful for the gifts that were given you. But I mean, if you stop and think about it, if you're giving me a chore, if you're giving me 2 hours of driving, 20 minutes of fitting, um, you're you're not you're giving me a chore to do. And if you give me something that I literally can't use, then you're not giving me a gift, you're giving me a placeholder in my closet. So while what she did was generous, what she did was magnanimous, what she did was giving, I wouldn't call it kind, because she did not meet me where I am. She didn't do for me what I needed, what I wanted. She did what she did because it's what she wanted to do, and that's how she wanted to do it. Now, in an exaggerated manner, if I had, 87 loaves of bread and I hadn't had anything to drink for 2.5 days, and somebody with buckets of water came up to me and said, "Jeff, you've got a lot of bread there. I'm going to give you this last 2 slices of cheese I have so that you can make a decent sandwich and you don't just have to eat bread." That person was giving, that person was generous, but that person didn't meet me where I was. That person didn't meet me at the point that it has an impact on me. And that person actually failed me in doing that. If you have it in you to find out what someone needs and you don't, and instead you just do what makes you feel good, that's not kindness. That's almost arrogance is what it is. It's, I say arrogance because mom was narcissistic. She was what mattered. So it's just one of those things. I hate to, I'm not complaining that she bought me a gift. I'm not complaining. I'm not ungrateful for the gift. But what she gave me was something I couldn't use and a chore. So I've been thinking about that a little bit. Anyway.